Well, surprise, surprise, California's liberal politicians have finally found a justification for cleaning up the homeless camps on the streets in cities across the state. Coming up, I'll tell you what their motivation is and why it's absolutely hypocritical. But it does show you can clean up homeless camps in California. I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California, and everyone who lives in this state knows that homelessness is at a crisis point. But we keep hearing from the politicians at the state and local level that, oh, well, they don't have the legal authority to clean up homeless camps. It's unjust. There's a lot of people on the far left in the Democrat Party who think that homelessness is a human right. They have a right to sit out there and squalor and, of course, impose all the crime and grime on you and me, those of us paying the taxes and following the rules. Well, we see a pattern of behavior amongst California liberal politicians where they're actually finding a perfectly good justification for cleaning up homeless camps, and apparently there's nothing wrong in the eyes of the law. No judges are stopping them, and of course, no activist. Liberal protesters are coming out of the woodwork saying, don't clear the camps. The justification, though, is pure hypocrisy. And it does show, though, that we do have the legal ability to clear up these camps. It's always been a lie that we don't have the ability to tell people that they can't squat in front of public buildings and take up public right-of-way, trespass on private property. We've always had the legal ability to do that, but California politicians have, for a variety of reasons that we've covered in other podcasts, decided no, that's not what they're going to do. Let me share with you the astounding justification that politicians are using right now to clear up homeless camps. It's whenever they want to throw a big party for other politicians and rich people. In San Francisco next week, the San Francisco government will host APEC. This is the political economic cooperation, group. All these heads of state, China, Japan, South Korea, they're all flying here to San Francisco in California to do this big conference, and a bunch of business executives are coming along because whenever you have elected officials all in one city, you get all the moneyed interests showing up. Even Joe Biden is flying to San Francisco. Governor Newsom is going to be there to host his Chinese benefactors. That's suspicious. But all these muckety-muck, bigwig, rich people, politicians are all going to be in San Francisco. So what do? Well, they clean up the city. Here is KTVU Fox 2 in San Francisco covering the story.
Yes, that's right. The summit is expected to bring in $53 million, filling hotel rooms, bringing big business. And the city did tidy up for Dreamforce, but this cleanup is much more extensive. While San Francisco is in the spotlight for the Asia-Pacific Economic Conference, city leaders are making sure the city shines.
Tourism is our business here in San Francisco, and we need to focus on making sure that the tourist dollars still come back.
Wait. Who is that guy with the pink feather in the cap? Let's back that up. The pink feather guy. So he's sitting there. Tourism is our business in San Francisco. I wonder who he voted for. And he thinks tourism is the business in San Francisco. Has he opened his eyes? Has he sniffed recently the streets of San Francisco? He must be paid a lot of money to go out there and be the front person for talking about San Francisco tourism. It's pretty humiliating, actually. The idea that tourism is happening in San Francisco, given the fact that people are fleeing the city and that nobody wants to go and spend any time there. I guess the joke's on him. But again, Mr. Pink Feather in his cap probably votes straight Democrat ticket.
Dollars still come back.
Caltrans repaving major roadways like the Harrison Street off-ramp.
Not only are they cleaning up homeless camps, they're paving roads. I mean, we're on to something here, folks. All you need to do to get your problem solved in your city is invite a bunch of politicians and rich people in for a conference, and then boom, things will start happening. They're even filling potholes. Look at that. It's probably the first road repaved in San Francisco in 60 years.
I-80. BART doubling down by deep cleaning their stations overnight.
Oh my goodness,
often.
they're going to clean their stations more often. You saw that lady with the broom cleaning up the fecal matter from the and urine from the transit stations. We're cleaning them more often. How about clean them when they get dirty and prevent people from dirtying them in the first place?
And a little bit dingy.
Oh, no. Let's back that up. We got to savor this one. The little liberal here is saying things have gotten a little dingy over time. That's like Mary Lincoln saying that the play was, well, not exactly a good quality production.
Time
scrubbing and power
back that
washing
up again.
is happening.
I want you to savor it. Things have gotten dingy over time. There's our
more
broom lady.
often.
The city had gotten a little bit dingy over time.
Scrubbing and power washing.
Breaking news at 6 p.m. San Francisco's gotten a little dingy over time. Wow.
Is happening all over the city.
Yeah, the bottom of my shoes look clean. Like,
it's noticeable.
Yeah, the bottom of my shoes look clean. In other words, I'm not stepping in human excrement every couple steps on the sidewalks. So they're scrubbing and power washing the city, trying to really make it look clean. For who? Not for the residents, not for the taxpayers, for rich folk, for elected leaders. Oh, some of them are not elected. Some of them are actually dictators. For powerful people and rich people coming to San Francisco. The facade is that somehow San Francisco is a normal functioning city when in fact it's not. More on that.
Clear the streets look and how few homeless encampments there are on major thoroughfares.
Oh, how few homeless encampments there are on major city thoroughfares. I wonder where all those homeless were packed up and shipped off to. Probably a neighborhood.
Look, and how few homeless encampments there are on major thoroughfares.
having been a longtime resident in the Bay Area, you just naturally start to wonder of like houseless folks being displaced.
Public Works is installing.
Yeah, we're really worried. Houseless folks. He says these are houseless folks. They're homeless. Houseless folks are being displaced. That's what this longtime Bay Area resident has to ask about. Wait for a moment, though. He actually comes to his senses in just a second.
Walks in North Beach and Chinatown, and the Webster Street pedestrian bridge in Japantown was recently repainted. The Yerba Buena Gardens at the Moscone Center are decked out with new colorful landscaping and murals.
Is that graffiti or art? I mean, how much money did taxpayers pay for all the murals there? Just give a bunch of kids some spray paint and let them go at it. I think you'd probably get the same basic result.
By the Clean California grant, just in time for the 20,000 high-profile CEOs and heads of state coming into town next week. Some people say this should be how it's always done.
What about the people who are here year
Bingo!
round? You know,
what about the people here year-round? What about people who aren't elected leaders or dictators of other countries? What about people that are not multi-billionaires? What about just taxpayers? Residents, small business owners, don't they deserve a clean city? Not just, 1 day a year, 365 days a year. Oh, you're waking up. Good. But he's still concerned about where did all the unhoused or unhomed people, where did they all go? Maybe we should just send them to drug treatment and mental health therapy, because that's probably going to get them a lot better benefit than just shipping them off to some location for a few days.
local, hardworking, working class Bay Area folks.
Others welcome the cleanup.
Anything that brings in a positive look on the city of San Francisco is great.
We will continue to do everything we can to maintain cleanliness in our streets.
Oh, God. We will continue to do. No, it's not a continuation. Right now, it's a mess. So I think we need to amend the statement there of San Francisco Mayor London Breed. It's more, we're doing it for a couple days because some of the muckety mucks are coming into town and we want to impress them. We want to pretend like things aren't really bad here. It's sort of like you have friends coming over and you tidy up the house. Everyone does it. I understand that. If they were a well-managed city, they should be cleaning up their act. They're not. That's the point. They're not a well-managed city. But it cuts to the issue of the claim, the false claim that's made by politicians all the time that they can't clean up. They can't move the homeless camps. They can't compel them to vacate public right-of-way because the law doesn't allow us to do it, or it is not respectful of their human rights to be homeless people, bums on the street. But for the politicians and the powerful, they'll do it.
And city officials are saying that there are no additional funds that are being allocated for beautification. Departments are just using existing budgets.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So the money's been there all along to do your damn job. Well, I mean, with the highest tax burden of any state in the country, and San Francisco taxes are even higher than any city in the country, it's not for lack of money. Oh, we just took it from existing budgets. Oh, to do your job and clean the excrement off the sidewalks. Great. Good to know. Now, it's not just San Francisco that's in on this scam of beautification for 1 day or 2 days for powerful people. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, when she was sworn in, they cleaned up the City Hall complex. Quote, with LA swearing in a new mayor, crews work to move homeless encampments near City Hall. This was December 8th, 2022. Again, imagine this. They have the legal ability to remove homeless camps from City Hall. Wow. Amazing. For a few days each year, we have what? The law on our side? The law never changed. It's just that the politicians didn't want to look at the riffraff. They didn't want their campaign donors to have to wade through the masses of filth in order to get to a shindig, a party celebrating a liberal politician. Look, at Reform California, we are fighting for a common sense approach to homelessness that mixes accountability with compassion. We believe that these lives can be saved. We also believe that you shouldn't have to live in the filth and the squalor. That's why we have our campaign to, number one, require that every city, every community guarantee a cot, not a condo, a cot for every homeless person, a clean and safe bed. Number two, that we require mandatory treatment for mental health and substance abuse issues. And number three, that we do a mandatory work program for these individuals. These are three elements that other states do. And that's why homelessness is down 20% nationwide, while it's up in some places like San Francisco, triple digits during the same period of time, even though we're spending more per capita here in California on homelessness than any other state in the nation. Go to our website and check out that plan that we've laid out and help us get that plan out to more people in your circle of friends and family. Go to cleanupourstreets.org. That's cleanupourstreets.org. Cleanupourstreets.org. That's where the information is. You can chip in a contribution. We are fully powered by grassroots supporters. We get no big bucks from big muckety-muck donors. Ours is a grassroots movement at Reform California for change, for common sense change and balance in our state's political system. We need you to volunteer to take our voter guide on during the election so that you can let your friends and family know who would be better for state assembly, state senate, all the races, all the positions, city council, mayor, county board. Go to that website, cleanupourstreets.org, and join the fight for common sense in California. Also, help us spread the word about this story. Like this video, comment in the section below. It helps us with the algorithm. Plus, we release a video every day on the top story in California news and politics. Subscribe to this channel and click that notification button so you don't miss an episode. Until next time, Carl DeMaio, Chairman of Reform California. Thanks for watching. Help us break through the censorship of the liberal media by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.